Well, yesterday was eventful, very eventful. I will go through the timeline of what happened yesterday. Because it started off pretty good, and it ended up being a bit tragic. So let's go into the timeline of events that we seen, and how the day started. So we got the bus into Liverpool at about 12, half 12, I think. And bear in mind, the parade doesn't start till 2:30. I'll put on the screen where it started. I can't remember where it started, but I'll put it on the screen. That left that area about 2:30. Now from where we're from Southport, so we had to go through the city anyway. From where we were, there was already people lining the streets at about half 12. So we knew full well it's going to be absolutely, and I mean, chocker block. You cannot move an inch for about 20 minutes. So we got into Liverpool about 12:30. The atmosphere was pretty good. Now, I've been to trophy parades before. I went to one where I used to live. It was big from where I was. It was big. It was a League Two type of thing. I've never been to a parade this big before. Like, holy moly. I lived in a city. In a city? Where the fuck am I from? I lived in a city for 20 years of my life. I have never seen that amount of people before. Holy shit. When we got into Liverpool, we went to a coffee shop because it was raining. But before that, obviously, we got off the bus, we walked through Liverpool, we walked down. Now, this is the scary thing about this. We walked down Water Street about 1:45 because we were trying to find somewhere that wasn't chock-a-block, because all the pubs, Wetherspoons and Costas and Mackies and KFCs and Burger Kings, they were packed. So we tried to find somewhere quiet. So we found a coffee shop, sat in there for a bit until the parade got closer to where we were. I don't think it got into the main city, but it goes down the main street at the docks for about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And ended about 5:30. I don't know if it ended at 5:30, I'm not sure. So the scary thing was, now I'll get onto why in a bit, you probably already know because you would have watched the news. We walked down Water Street. I think we walked up Water Street about 1:45. Now, it wasn't as busy on Water Street because everyone was still in the pubs and that. There was no one really on the road. They were all on the paths. So that weren't as bad. The main centre, Liverpool 1, was chocker. We walked through that, couldn't move at all. Everyone was having a party. There was flares everywhere, there was pyros, there was flags. Everyone was having a fucking mint time. There was everyone having a beer. That was mint. Like, everyone was chanting. That was fine. It was brilliant. We got into the coffee shop because it was raining at about 1:30. Generally took us that long to walk from one side of the city to the other one. I won't say one side of the city, from one side of Liverpool, one to the other. So we sat in this coffee shop until about 4:30. Then we walked up to where the parade nearly was. It was about 15 minutes down the road. So we got there, changed the location to view because we couldn't see, and then we stayed there. Everyone was having a fucking whale of a time and all that thing. Generally, from when the parade started to about 5:30, so all the way through the parade, it was fucking mint. It was wicked, absolutely brilliant. We then changed locations again. We went up to nearer to the end so we could get more pictures and videos and stuff. I will put a video on. I'll put a few videos on at the end of what I seen and all that shenanigans. So the parade finished everyone started walking back to the centre about 5:15 because it was going a bit further down the Dock Road. I don't know what road it's called, I can't remember. So everyone was walking up there. Now, where Water Street is, there's another road a bit further up from where we were walking. Now, we heard commotion. Now, we didn't really think of anything of it because everyone was being really loud, everyone was jumping, everyone was cheering, there were still flares and everyone was still having beers and all that, everyone was still chanting. We didn't really think anything of it. So we went, where did we go? Where did we go now? We went into a hostel. We didn't stay in a hostel. I've been there before, so we knew where it was. We went into a hostel because it was still raining and wanted something to eat, and there was a restaurant connected to it. So we went into the to hostel. Now I went onto Twitter while we were there, and all I could see was Liverpool car crash, Liverpool car crash, car crash, car crash. So I went on it, and oh my god, I'm not going to show anything because it's a bit distressing. I'm not going to show anything, but my partner said to me, "What?" This was when we were walking through Liverpool on the way back to the hostel and stuff. She went, "What was that? What was all that?" I mean, you could generally hear screaming, but we didn't think anything of it because everyone was having a good time, so we didn't think anything of it. And then when we got back to the hostel, I seen the video on Twitter. I thought, wow, like the fact, like half an hour before that, everyone was having a good time, and then next minute it's just gone to that. Was a bit like, whoa, everyone was a bit like taken back, even though we weren't involved in it and all that stuff. You were a bit taken back, like, whoa, like, wow. There was kids there. Like, kids have been injured, adults have been injured. Like, it's gone from people having a good time to something like that happening. It's pretty bad. And I seen again on Twitter them two people on the roof with two rifles. Now, obviously, we don't know much. Nobody knows anything about that because it could be police, it could be army, it could be anyone. No one can really say anything on that. I've just seen all the comments and all that on TikTok and Twitter and all that. Everyone's mixed opinions on that.